शिव बाबा पधारे बोलते ध्वनियों ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे बोलते ध्वनियों ब्रह्ममुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन आदिदेव प्रजापिता श्री बोलते ध्वनियों ब्रह्ममुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत ज्ञान के मोती भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी चमकती ज्योति दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों ब्रह्ममुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे ओम।
Om Shanti and good morning and welcome back to Pavitrata series on purity. Today episode 12. And this beautiful song was saying, these words that are coming from your mouth are such sweet words. When God is coming to speak to his children, to all souls, his words are so sweet and they are definitely full of truth and honesty. Let us go back today to our subject, cleanliness. And we were looking at cleanliness in the body, cleanliness of the mind, cleanliness of the heart, and yesterday, cleanliness of our relationships. From the teachings of 6th of January 1990, the fourth aspect is cleanliness in relationships. In essence, specially checks this. To what percentage is there cleanliness in the form of contentment? The sign of discontentment is that you will be heavy in your mind. If you are a true effort maker, then the thought will repeatedly keep entering your mind, even against your conscious wish. I should have not said this. It would have been better if I haven't done this. It would have been better to say this and to do this. Careless effort makers will not even have this thought. This burden will not allow you to remain happy. It will not allow you to remain light. Cleanliness in relationships means contentment. This is honesty and cleanliness in relationships. This is why people say one who is true dances. That is, one who is honest constantly dances in happiness. So, did you hear the definition of a holy swan? If there isn't the cleanliness of truth, then although you are swans, you are not holy swans. You are remembered as those who are complete and perfect. And so check to what extent you have become that. To what extent we have become those who have honesty in our thoughts, in our words, in our actions, in our attitude, in everything we are doing. Honesty is a foundation of this cleanliness of the mind and our behavior. And it is very beautifully put by a few people. And Oscar Wilde was saying, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. You cannot be anyone else. There is no other option but to be honest to the true self, to be who we truly are, that is a soul. And someone else was saying, you cannot lie to your soul. You choose to be in the consciousness of the ego, of the lower image of the self. That is an option. But the other option, the true option, the eternal option, the honest option, is just to be the soul, to be in the consciousness of the true self. Another quote from Albert Einstein: whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. We cannot say that, yes, I'm careless with being honest in little things, little lies, but you can trust me with big things. It doesn't work. And Mahatma Gandhi, to believe in something and not to live it is to be dishonest. And that is where our honesty lies. Our honesty lies in being the true self, in being who we truly are, and to express that in our thoughts, first of all. If we are lying to ourselves in our mind, what is the first and foremost lie? The biggest lie is ego. I am that, I did that, I know that, I want that, me. That is the biggest lie, and we lie to ourselves how often? Now, research has shown that people are lying to themselves. People are telling lies every 10 minutes, one lie every 10 minutes. This is quite a situation that we have now in the world, that there is a society that encourages lying. Someone was saying there are people who have as their dharma. Their dharma means the way of being, the ethics, the religion. Those things that I believe the most in them. And some people have their dharma to lie, to tell lies. Why do we lie? Why are we telling lies to ourselves and to others? First, there is a lying because we try to protect ourselves. Ego is a liar. Ego will tell lies no matter what to protect his false image. Ego is false. This false image of the self, believing that I am what I am not, believing that I'm a star, a VIP, an intellectual person, a famous person, someone who wants to get something from the outer world, someone who creates an image to pretend that they are something. All of that, all that arrogance, all that ego, all that false image of the self is dishonesty, is lying to ourselves. And ego will only create more lie. Ego will lie to cover that pretense. If anything will happen, ego will say, no, I didn't do that. We are lying to protect that image. We are lying to protect our resources. We are lying to protect our friends. We are lying to protect our possessions. We are lying to protect our family. They have seen in studies that children lie more than anyone else. And they have the belief that they are protecting their parents from bad news. I still remember being a young child and having a low mark in one subject, and I didn't want to tell my mom. I told her I had a high mark. Children are lying to protect their parents because they believe their parents will get really upset if they give bad news. So they do it out of love. They do it out of protection. They do it out of devotion or loyalty to their parents. They want their parents to be happy. That is not the way to be happy. It is a society right now that is fostering, is encouraging, is growing dishonesty. In the last couple of years, they have shown that students in the university are cheating more than ever. The new pandemic, the new way of taking exams and learning from home and taking exams online has been growing the rate of cheating tremendously. University have no other concern right now, but only how to decrease this attitude that cheating is okay. They are not concerned with studies, they are not concerned with exams, with presence. They are concerned how to restore honesty among students. This is reality, this is a fact in all universities. This is where society is right now, with dishonesty, with lying, with thinking that cheating is okay. It is okay to take some quotes from someone else. It is okay to take the homework of someone else. It is okay to steal. It is okay to pretend that I am better. Someone was telling the story of a student who came to her and showed her, she was a teacher in the university, and showed her a very low mark. And she said, you know what, I'm proud of this mark. This exam was extremely difficult. This subject was really difficult. And lots of students worked together and they did a paper together without acknowledging that, even though the teacher asked us to work individually and do not work together. I did that. I worked individually and I did my best, and I am proud of myself despite of a very low mark. That is honesty. Spirituality will foster that honesty. There is no other place where I can be, but only be myself. Purity means to be ourselves. Purity means to see that we already are perfect. We already are that sparkling, beautiful, shining star of light. I don't need to take the place of anyone else. I don't need to be anyone else. I am just that soul, and that soul is perfect as it is. That soul is peaceful, loveful, joyful, full of wisdom, full of knowledge. It has all the rights in the sky. Just see the treasures that you have already got. Your purity will change the world. You don't need to manipulate, to take, to ask, to steal, to lie, to do any of that, because when we are in that consciousness of who we truly are, that soul has all the rights, and the outer world will align to that. There is a story, a boy who was traveling through the desert with a big group. That boy was very young, under 14. And at some point, thieves came, and it was a big group, and they robbed everyone. And they spared the child, the very young boy. The boy ran after them, and he said, why you didn't check me if I have any money or gold? And the robbers said, you are just a child, you're very young. And the boy said, no, look, I have this money. Take this money as well. And the robbers were so shocked. They said, what are you doing? Are you giving us your money? And the boy said, when I left home, my mother told me, in whatever conditions you are, wherever you are, with whomever you are, be honest. Don't give up on your honesty. So I am honest. I also have money. It is not only them that they have money. If you robbed everyone, you should also take this money. The robbers were so shocked that they returned the money to the whole group. And they said, if the whole group travels with such an honest boy, you must be good people. So go, you are free to go. This is the impact of honesty. No matter what, at any cost, take that vow of being honest to yourself. You cannot be anyone else. You can only be yourself. Anyone else, everyone else is already taken. So what does it mean that we are truthful? What does it mean that we speak the truth? What does truth mean to us? And again, research has something to say. There is research showing the signs of people who are telling the truth. If we are interested to know what does it mean to tell the truth and what are the signs of that, research is showing that those who are speaking the truth, they do quote others. They don't pretend this is what I said. No, no, no. He said it. They do use quotes with the names of the authors. They don't do any plagiat. They don't steal what others have been saying or doing or working. It is your work. I'm happy to acknowledge that. They speak including their emotions. Those people who are truthful include their emotions, a description of how they feel. They are connected to that space of feelings. And that's why they very easily get a signal when they may not be honest. They want to stay in touch with that truthfulness. It's a signal. Don't cross that line. At any moment, that ego can creep in. Ego means lying. It is not only that I'm telling lies about your shoes, about my age, about my body, about what I ate today. People are lying about everything. Very simple things. Lying about what we had for the dinner, lying about what I'm going to do tomorrow, lying about how well you are looking right now, lying to protect the feelings of others, lying about government, lying about everything. But that is very gross lying. In the spiritual journey, we aim not to observe that kind of lying, but even the word I, to use that word I, to grow that ego inside, to feel that right now I can get some name, fame, appreciation, value, respect. That is already crossing the line into dishonesty. So staying in touch with our emotions, staying in touch with our soul awareness right now helps us to remain honest. So truthful people quote other people. Truthful people include emotions. Truthful people correct that errors. If I did a mistake, it's better to correct it as soon as possible and acknowledge that, say that. We have the example of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was such an example of courage and honesty. He was publishing all his thoughts. As we know, Mahatma Gandhi was a great advocate of celibacy, of brahmacharya. He got married at a very young age, and very early after that, he decided, this is not for me. I really want to live a life of brahmacharya, of chastity, of purity. He was seeing sex lust as a very big mistake. And he did repent a lot for that, and he completely changed his vision, his attitude, his eyes, everything. Mahatma Gandhi was writing very honestly about his thoughts, about his vision, about any impurity he would see in himself, any dishonesty he would see in himself. He would publish it. He would tell it to everyone. That takes courage. So whatever errors we are doing, we are better with correcting that error immediately and telling someone who maybe is more experienced than us. So don't hide it. Truthful people do not hide their mistakes. Truthful people do not try to hide behind a good image of the self. They do not pretend. Truthful people don't speak about time. No wonder that we have a different reality. They don't mention really the time and the date and the year. It is good if we can remember all of that, but it may not be that relevant. they speak about the lessons they have learned, they tend to give a description in detail. Truthful people, people who speak the truth, when they tell a story, they do include all the details. They know what happened, how it happened, when it happened, to whom it happened. That shows that they are relating to that truthful memory. Lying will not last. Lying does not have that many associations in our brain. Lies are very short and narrow and succinct, and we cannot develop on them because they are not true. But truth can have lots of associations. Truth is permanent. Truth will last. So let us ponder on what is spiritual honesty. We have seen the signs of people who are truthful in their words in these worldly matters. What does it mean that we are spiritually honest? What is our aim and objective with spiritual honesty? Honesty means truthfulness. Honesty means royalty. Honesty means loyalty. Honesty means sincerity. Honesty means accuracy. Honesty means royalty. Royalty means reality. Reality means I do not mix any falsehood, any imagination, any ego with that which is real. Reality means zero mixing. Zero mixing with identification with that story. Story is story, soul is a soul. We are these beautiful beings of light that are traveling through this human story. We do not need to identify with the roles that we are playing. Whatever is happening right now is part of the story. Whatever this character is saying now is part of the story. At the same time, the soul can be awake to the eternal reality. There is no need to identify with that name, with that body, with that country, with that religion, with that planet. We are not human beings. We are not earthly beings. We are unearthly beings. We are angels. We are beings coming from the sky. We are from the God's family. We are not what you think we are. You are not what you see with his eyes. You are not that body. You are not that name. You, the soul, are unearthly, divine, eternal, permanent, existing with God in the sky. You don't have to identify with a role. Honesty means to live in this reality, the reality of the soul, the reality of the family of souls, the reality of God. This is reality of divinity. Honesty means royalty. Honesty means to remember that you are that eternal prince, you are the son, the child of the King of Kings, God. Royalty means divinity. Honesty means that you remember your nature of being divine. You are divine. You are the child of the Supreme Parent, the Supreme Soul. Honesty means closeness. Only through honesty we can come closer to God. Only through honesty we can come closer to our eternal nature of peace, love, joy, wisdom, happiness, regard, security. Only through honesty we can experience that closeness to our home. Home is a supreme abode, and home also is a home of happiness. This world of vices, this world of impurities, this world of dependencies and negativity, it's hell. It is not our home. Our home is heaven. Our home is a society of happiness on earth. We are building that home as we speak and as we listen right now. If right now we are seeing that reality of royalty and divinity, if we are in that honesty, we are building heaven on earth. Heaven is our home. Honesty is taking us closer to that home. We belong to this home of complete happiness. Nothing from here is ours. This is a foreign land. We just need to let go of it. Be honest to yourself. You don't own anything here. Nothing. The body is not ours. The clothes are not ours. The laptop, the phone, nothing is ours. Ours is an eternal, permanent, imperishable happiness. We are restoring that happiness now on earth. How? Through our purity. Take this vow of purity, complete brahmacharya, complete chastity in thoughts, words, actions, attitude, and deeds. Become pure. Your purity is helping God to recreate the perfect world on this planet. You are doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the whole planet, for all the other brother souls, for the animals, for nature, for the wind, for the water, for the space, for the fire, for the earth. Honesty is very simple. Just to pay attention to it requires a little bit of time and space. Thank you for listening. Let's finish with one poem. Tired of wandering through a suffering world, weary of the wheel of life, longing for a flight to my home, I happened to stumble here to Om Mandli. Now the soul sweetly sings, flying to the world of light, I am free. Now I know the aim of life. Now I have found my home. And now at last I have met God. Each morning I bathe in the ocean of silence. I drink nectar from the cup of truth. I walk in the path of happiness, and my feet never touch the ground. Om Shanti.
भाग्य मुख